Hi everyone and welcome to a new video. In this video, I'm going to take a look at the DuckStarter platform. It will be a little walkthrough, so I'm going to explain exactly what you have to do to use this platform. If you like the sound of that, be sure to hit that like button, post a comment, and don't forget to subscribe at the end of the video. So what the hell is DuckStarter? Well, DuckStarter is a product of the Duckdao, and Duckdao is a decentralized organization that focuses on helping projects get on the blockchain and help to promote them. DuckStarter happens to be their latest project, and of course it jumps into the hype of launchpads, just like Polkastarter, which is one that we discussed a bit earlier. So first of all the contributions will be done in USDC or ETH, depending on the requirement of the project. And usually they put a cap on the amount that you can contribute to the project, just as we've seen with Polkastarter and Trustswap. If they follow up on the industry standard, if I can call it that way, it will probably be less than 0.5 ETH. On top of that, DuckStarter will charge a certain fee in USDC that will be used to buy back Duck and DDIM tokens. Now, why is this good news? Well, these fees will add another deflationary mechanism to our ecosystem. That means there will be less tokens in circulation, which means that the price of the Duck token should go up. And then last but not least, in addition to the fee that they will keep, the user is required to hold a certain amount of the Duck tokens. Now, before we dive into the next step, it is really important to know that Duckdao is an ecosystem. They have several tokens. One of them is the DDIM token and the other one is the Duck token. For this specific project, we need the Duck token. So let's scroll down and go to CoinGecko. So when we arrive on CoinGecko, I'll show it to you again. We need the Duck ticker. And if you type it in the search box, you'll see that we have three options. The Duckdao Dime token is part of the Duckdao ecosystem, but it's not the one that we're looking for. And then we have the DLP Duck token. This is the one we need. Unit protocol has nothing to do with Duckdao, so please don't make a mistake, don't buy this one. So now that we know which token we need, you can simply click here and it will take you to the Uniswap page. There you go. Be sure to use the link, be sure you see this icon so that you don't get scammed with a fake Duck token. Always important. Next thing you do is connect your wallet. If you don't know how MetaMask works, be sure to leave a comment and then I'll see if I can make a little video on it, because I think MetaMask had a lot of features that a lot of people don't know about and maybe some security aspects that people are not aware of. So I'm probably going to make a video about it anyway. So be sure you have some Ethereum in your wallet, and once you are connected, you'll be able to do the exchange. Keep in mind the gas fees are insanely high, so I do suggest to pick the right moment and to limit the gas fees that you have to pay. If you don't know what the right time is to do your transactions, be sure to check out ethereumprice.org. They have a nice little gas chart that shows you what the prices are throughout the day and what the best times are on which day to do your transactions. Now, before you jump in and buy those Duck tokens, you might wonder how many tokens you need. For this, we go to the DuckStarter page, which is duckstarter.io. So the first thing we do is we go to duckstarter.io, then we click here to connect our wallet, and once we are connected, we can go to account, and there we'll get this information. So in order to qualify for these pre-listings, you will need to buy at least 2,000 ducks. And at the current price, that means, yes, you will have to invest $4,000. I know this is definitely not cheap, but when you look at the Polkastarter platform or the Trustswap platform, you're still better off taking a look at the DuckStarter platform. Unlike Polkastarter, Duckdao has the habit of putting in deflationary mechanisms, and in this case, it is definitely not different. As you can see, if you don't leave your tokens in long enough, they will be burning some of the tokens. Yes, burning tokens means that there will be less tokens in supply, and that should push up the price as well. Once you have your Duck tokens, the only thing you have to do is click lock in, say how many you want to approve, and then click approve. The first thing you'll have to do is sign the transaction. This means you'll have to give access to DuckStarter to your wallet so they can spend those tokens. Right now that would cost $16, which is pretty expensive, so we're not going to do it. A little pro tip, always edit your permissions. By default, MetaMask will give the full permission to the app that you're using, but I think it's always safer to put a custom spend limit on it. Just make sure that you give them enough room to take out your tokens, otherwise it will not work, of course. Once you've accepted the transaction fee, you'll get a second message in order to assign your tokens to the platform. So keep in mind, there will be another fee linked to this transaction as well. So as soon as you're logged in, it might take a few moments for the website to update, so please don't panic. It is very possible that it takes up half an hour, maybe 1 hour before you will see the bar moving. So please do not panic. If you have any questions, you can go to their Telegram group and ask for more information. So for now, this page, your account page, it is only important to check your Duck status. So in this case, we know that we, for example, would have a silver status or a bronze status. This is just to check, and you can also see how many days you have logged in and what your current penalty is if you would take it out right now. So once you have decided to invest in the Duck tokens and you have a certain level, for example bronze, then you are able to qualify for the project. So the next thing that you do is keep an eye on all the socials. So the first thing I recommend you doing is going to the Twitter and the Telegram of the DuckStarter project. So we click, then we click follow, and here they will show you all the information within the Duckdao ecosystem. The next thing you'll have to do is install Telegram. Telegram is used, I think, by all the launch platforms and is a very important tool, so you'll have to get a Twitter account and you'll have to get a Telegram account. So let's just join the Duckdao lobby. We click, we install the Telegram app, and then we open it in Telegram. There you go. And this will bring us to the Duckdao lobby. As you can see, there are a lot of people in here, 15,000 people. The only thing you have to do is join group. Now, if I can give you a tip when you sign up for the Telegram, you have to do it with a telephone number, and please do not give any of these details public. Please use a username, don't use your real name. And once you sign up, before joining any groups, go to settings, then edit profile. Then you'll have to add a username. You can do it here. So in this case, we'll just say investor_Bren, and they say username is available, and then you save. It's very important that you don't forget to sign up and fill in your username. It is not done by default, and you'll always need a username when you're trying to get whitelisted. This is the same on Polkastarter, Trustswap, or any other launch platform. They always require you to have a username, and by default it doesn't fill in a username, so please don't forget to set up your username. Once that is set up, you'll have to take a look at the privacy and security settings. Then go to phone number, set to nobody. Who can find me by my number? I would say my contacts, definitely not everybody. Last seen online, forward messages. I put everything on nobody. Try to give as little information as you can online, especially if you're trying to get into IDOs and stuff like that. Then people know that you're into blockchain, so please even maybe use a different email, use a different Twitter account, keep things as safe as possible. Okay, once this is all set up, you have a username, your privacy settings are nice. Then you can join a group, for example, like Duckdao Lobby. So here you can ask questions, and you probably wonder why the hell are there not more people talking? Well, they have a limit. You can only say one message, for example, every 30 seconds. Otherwise, it would be insane. Then go to the Duckdao announcement channel. Usually you can find announcements in here. Click here and say join channel. Because I think this channel is more important than the Duckdao lobby, because here you have all the announcements. So if they're gonna launch a new project or open up a whitelist, they'll put it here. As you can see, they put up a lot. Here is the message of the whitelisting for Vortex DeFi. And then you just click it and you get more information. So the best place to start, I think, is Telegram. Maybe install Telegram on your phone and then just check out the announcement board of Duckdao. So if we click that link, we will arrive on this post. So it is very important to know. It is the project itself that decides to use the DuckStarter platform, and it's the project itself that defines the rules on how to get whitelisted. But let's just take a look at the Medium post and see what the requirements are. So you'll find some more information about the project. Be sure to read it. And then we have the steps that we almost always see. Right now, sadly, the whitelisting is closed, but I'll just go over it so you have the right idea. So usually you have to follow them on Twitter. and then you have to follow Duckdao as well. In this case, they don't ask it, but I think it's the least you can do if they give you these nice projects. So we go to Vortex DeFi, then we click follow, and then we go back to the Medium post for step 2. So they ask you to retweet, and very important, don't just click retweet. Always use retweet and quote, and then add these requirements, and they'll also ask you to tag 2 friends. This is also very normal. So the next thing you do is go to that pinned tweet, click retweet, and then click quote tweet. So in this case, we copy paste the tags that we have to do, then type a nice message. I love this awesome project. And then we tag friend 1, friend 2, Elon Musk. Well, you get the idea. And then you click tweet. Then we go back to the Medium post for step 3. This means we'll have to follow the official channel of Vortex on Telegram, and we'll have to follow the announcement channel. So we just click the links. That will take us to Telegram. Join the group. That one's done. Then we go back to the Medium article, and we're joining the announcement channel. And then we have the last step, that is fill in a short Google form. Now, because I can't show you the Vortex form, I'm quickly, sneaky going to take a look at a project from Polkastarter, which is Superfarm. I can definitely recommend to try and get into it if you don't see this video too late. So we see the same things here. You have to follow Superfarm, which is the project. You'll have to follow the launch platform, in this case Polkastarter. In our case, we just follow the Duckdao on Twitter. You also have to do a retweet, then you have to join the Telegram group, and then you have to fill in a form. It's almost always a Google form or a type form. Just make sure that you're using the official links so you don't get scammed. So always use the official Telegram groups of Duckdao or any other starter platform to start your research. So in this case, we're going to take a look at the form of Superfarm. Just click it. Okay, so on the forms, you'll always see the same type of thing. So first you fill in your email address, then you fill in your ERC20 address. Please use the address that holds the Duck tokens, otherwise they cannot see that you qualify for the DuckStarter level, for example, bronze, silver, or whatever, or how many tokens that you have. So it's very important you use the correct address, otherwise they cannot check this. So please don't use a random address. Next thing you have to do is fill in that Telegram username. Don't forget the @ symbol. Again, if you're using Telegram for the first time, as I mentioned before, do not forget to fill in your Telegram username. By default, you don't have a Telegram username. So please make it, otherwise you will be disqualified. Anyway, you fill it in here, then you fill in your Twitter username. Very important, and I think this is very confusing, but I see it all the time. They want your Twitter URL. So not just your username, use the URL. The next thing you do is copy the URL of your retweet. So just go to the post that you made about the project, the one that you retweeted with the quote and the right tags. Then click here, the share button, and copy link. That's it. And you paste it here, and you're good to go. Some platforms ask a little question to make sure that you know something about the project, some don't. So you might have to do a little research, which, let's be honest, you should have done in the first place. Then you click submit, and you're good to go. Once you are selected, usually within 2 or 3 days, you will get an email and know that you are selected, and you'll be able to get the tokens before they launch on a DEX. Sadly, this last part I can't show you yet because, as I said, DuckStarter is very new. These are their first 2 projects right now. The Vortex DeFi just closed, and the Shadows one, the whitelisting hasn't opened yet, so you can still qualify for this and try to get into those. But normally they will just send you an email, let you know that you're qualified, and then they will give you the follow-up steps. Okay, that's all that you have to do. Now, before you dive in, I want to give you a few warnings. First of all, you will get an email to say that you are selected. You will not get an email with somebody asking you to send coins to a certain address. This is why you have the launch platform. You'll be able to use the platform to assign your tokens to a certain project once you are selected. Normally, they will communicate, for example, a whitelist where you can check if your address is selected. And again, if you connect to the platform using the official channels, then you'll automatically see if you are selected, yes or no. When it comes to Telegram, if you're new to Telegram, please make sure that you hide all your details. Don't use your official name. Same thing for Twitter. And especially on Telegram, people will try to scam you with direct messages. Nobody from the Duckdao team will send you a direct message first. So whoever is sending you direct messages, just delete them and ignore it. Same goes for shady emails. If you have any doubt, just go to the official channel and ask if it's possible that you got that kind of email. Also be very careful with all the information that you put out in public. To finish off this video, I'm going to do what everybody likes, and it's a little price prediction. Right now the price is at $2.27 for a Duck token. As I mentioned before, we're only at a 71 million market cap. This is 5 times smaller than the Polkastarter market cap. And we have to know that there's a deflationary system in place, that the Duck token is also a liquidity token, so it's being used for farming. This means it has a wider function than just the DuckStarter project. It's also being used in the Duck Farm project, which means there is more utility for this token, which means there is a lot of room to grow for this in the market cap. On top of that, if we would continue this bull run and the whole market doubles up or maybe even triples up this year, then I think it is a very safe bet to say that the Duck token can easily go to $10, which is about maybe 4 to 5x. That's it for this video. If you got any questions, do not hesitate to post a comment. I try to reply to everything, and thankfully I got a small channel and it's still easy to reply to everyone. But I really appreciate the growth that I had in the past month, and I think we will hit that 2K subscribers easily by the end of February. So a big thank you for subscribing, liking, following and watching my videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.